So let's start a new captain in Star Traders Frontiers. This is a magnificent game, and it has the added bonus of also being available to play on your iPad. So this is a magnificent commuting game as well. But obviously I'm playing it on a PC. It's just a fantastic game in its own right. The Tracy Brothers are, so I think this is the fourth game that I've got. The other games are also excellent. Cyber Knights is a lot of fun. But here we are. We're going to just do a new captain here because what I want to do is just kind of avoid the main storyline that you can do and just go straight for something I like doing, which is exploring. So this is just an opportunity to explore. So let's start with a new captain. I've actually got one ready, Explorer of Big Ship. But I think what I'll do is I will do a new template just in case any of you haven't played the game before. So what we're able to do is we can change how much of everything we have. So like if we want the biggest ship, we put that as a priority. If we want to have lots of experience for our crew, we could put that as the priority. You get the idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put contacts at the bottom. Contacts is the number of people you can meet in the galaxy when you start the game. It will give you missions as well. So we're going to have one of those. And then attributes and skills are what your individual captain will be able to do. And with the experience, you also at this point choose what kind of character you want to play. Some of these are locked. So I've unlocked, I think, 2 of them. But you've got a nice choice here. Spying, Xeno Hunter's a fun one if you're looking for the bad guys, the big sort of aliens. Scientist is a new one which I really like, but we're just going to go for Explorer. We're going to go for a big ship, and the reason for this hopefully will become clear. What I'd like to do is go for one of these bigger ships because the details I want to concentrate on is the number of crew, which is 36, and the number of maximum officers, which is 7. Now, the officers are important because they're the ones that you can upgrade in terms of their equipment, and also they're people that will never actually mutiny, because your crew can get upset with you because you don't pay them, or they don't like meeting so many aliens. There's lots of reasons, but the officers will stick with you. And I quite like the Degler Mega Lift because it's clunky and got nothing particularly fancy about it, apart from the fact that you get a lot of crew. Now, to give you an idea, if I compare that to a similar size ship, you see we've got this mass here, 7,000 mass. So these are the 3 biggest that I can get because I haven't unlocked the others. But if we go, say, for this heavy lift, you'll see that it's got the same number of crew, not quite as many officers. And then this cruiser, which is more to do with attacking, same deal. So the mega lift I quite like. It's more expensive. It's the most expensive I can get. So I'll have one of those. And then skills. This is kind of the little basics that will help you with different situations. So, for example, if you're spying, there's your stealth, and obviously if you're exploring, negotiating, because you're going for the sort of trader type. So, obviously for us, we're going to just go Explorer. And the other thing I like is with my Explorer, I like to sort of get involved in combat. And the Explorer kind of gives you not a lot of options in that regard. You start with a pistol. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pistols and explore. The attributes, the thing that I find the most helpful is having a high charisma, decent wisdom, and being quick, because quick also helps you in space battles. And then contacts, we've got 1. We're going for the Explorer because we want to do exploration missions. So let's just go. And here's the fun bit. So all of the characters we have the ability to change how they look, they're male or female, uniforms, etc. So this is a pretty okay uniform for me, seeing I'm an explorer. We've got to choose a face, so we'll go for somebody old like me. He's got grey hair, but he's got more hair than me. Let's see if we can get somebody with less hair. I suppose that one, because he's, I've got a dodgy beard as well. So we'll call this Captain Helmseye, and off we go. So we're going to manually assign the talent. So this is basically, there's going to be a little bit of clunkiness because I'm going to actually give all of my crew their talents manually. There's a reason for that. So here's the universe we're in. This is us deciding to either do or not do the main mission. If we do, we're going to go straight to here. Now this is a population planet, which means it won't have much to trade itself, but as we're on a hive planet, we might have something to sell some. I don't think so though. I'm going to end up wanting to go here, which is a mining planet. So we're going to take all that into consideration because we've got a bit of cargo space, so we might fill up. So the first thing we're going to do is, we've got a little dot there which is telling us that we've got something to do, which is we'll filter this for leveling and we'll level up everyone. So the jobs, he's got 1 job and he's got a couple of talents. So I'm going to not show all the talents, I'm only going to show what I can pick. So I've got 2 to spend, so I'm going to spend 1 on Gut Instinct, which means I'm going to pass my exploration test automatically. And I'm also going to choose, I think this one, when exploring a zone we can re-roll a risk card. That'll become obvious in a minute. And then who's this? This is our doctor. Okay, so this is going to be one of my officers. And Ajax, there you go. And I always make them actually, what are they called? It's the other type of doctor, like a combat medic. There we go, thank you. Combat medic. And the reason for that is I really like field surgery. So I find this very helpful when you're starting off. So you'll see there's loads to choose from. The game, no 2 games are ever the same. One of the many fantastic features. So this is our engineer. So let's go for, I always go for female officers because then I know who they are. And change the uniform because she's an engineer. There you go, that's an engineer. Okay, so this one will do the same thing, automatically pass a repair. And this is our navigator, Gawain. Nice. Okay. Navigator. Yeah, that'll be something fancy. You know. So I'll give her that, and her. She's going to get the automatically pass a failed tactics or failed navigation. I think we should do navigation since she's a navigator. The next one is our pilot, Cedric, and there we go. There's a pilot uniform and failed pilot test. So there we go. Automatically choose that one. Now I think this is our quartermaster. Yeah, okay, he looks like a quartermaster. Okay, so, and he basically helps with the morale of the troops of the crew. So we'll automatically pass a failed intimidate So you've noticed it says deep space travel, mutiny, or during a mission. So that's a good one to have. Mutinous crew is not good. And who have we got now? Crew dogs. Okay, so I think we're now on to the basic crew. So with the basic crew, we'll go for all the ones that basically say automatically pass. We're going to do that with these. So now we can do this one, which helps us when we're being attacked. And the way that gives us a clue, there's a little ship in the corner. What's this one do? Give a bonus to our charisma. Okay, I'll try that. Okay, this one is automatically pass a failed electronics test. Protect the ship when flying through radiation storms. Good idea. This one helps us lose less reputation. This is useful. Reputation becomes quite important because there's lots of different factions all not liking each other. Kind of think of the June Landsrad or something. They're not all very friendly. Do a hot wire, so we ultimately pass the electronics test. Buzzing wires helps us with black market, so if we want to sell things on the quiet. Learn rumours. And I guess we'd better do... No, we've got two on that. Yeah, black market, I guess. Yeah, I suppose we seem to have got a lot of those. Okay, this is my favourite bit. This is obviously, as you can see, mostly to do with attacking. What I like doing is boarding. Like doing boarding assaults, because for me that's just the most fun part of the game. It's where you get to send your crew and attack. So we've got 3 of those, and now what we'll do is we'll look for something. Bullseye certainty, there we are. So this is again automatically pass or fail tactics. We like those, anything that's automatic. We'll get 2 of those because our crew can leave. And then we'll also get loot armory, which means afterwards we get to nick some stuff. Okay, this one is a mechanic, so automatically pass a failed repair. Let's do that. Efficient route, pass the failed tactics. We have got something similar, but not this one, so we'll take it. Fast getaway or failed navigation. We'll take one more of those. Failed navigation. Right, we'll do a fast getaway because that's always a good idea. And then this one, we'll get one more expert maneuver and sharp steering. That helps us get closer or further away when we're attacking. This one reduces our fuel cost, which is very handy. Evasive maneuvers, as you can see, it's got the ship symbol, so that will help out in battles. Guided fire also helps in battles. Okay, so now we've got the people that I'll be spending the most time with. We'll keep this uniform. What's this? Lucas. Unusual name. These are the people that are going to board with me. So here's the Pistolier. This will be some kind of, it's a NAF uniform for a soldier. Terrence. Let's give you a proper uniform. That looks a bit more military, doesn't it? There is one that looks like it's got armour on. It's like a blue colour, I think. There you go. Looks a bit more like you mean business, doesn't it? Okay, so what we can do is we can give her the same uniform, I think. Can we? She's a lady. She's a lady. Yeah, there we go. I'll give her the same thing. That means she can hit 2 people at a time. And then we've got our blade dancer. Oh, nice. Change the uniform now. There we go. She's give it the same as all the other ladies. Right, she can have a planet's blade. And then we're back to us. So that's, I know that's a bit painful probably for some of you to watch, but it just gives you an idea of the fun you can have with choosing a different crew. And what we're going to do now is, here's the exploration. So most planets will have, well, nearly all planets have the main part of it, and these different symbols will tell you how good or bad they are at certain things. It's not for this video. This though is the bit we're interested in, all these green flags. So this means we can explore, and it tells us it's quite deadly, but there's lots of resources, and there's, you know, a reasonable number of times you're allowed to explore before it will say there's nothing left to look at. So let's just get on with it. I don't disagree with you. Here's a savage land. Okay, explore. So you can see we've got these risk numbers or reward numbers. So the high risk numbers, basically I think 5 is the highest. So you can see we can lose months of time, damage to the crew, damage to the ship. So we're going to use this to not lose months. Okay, so we took damage to the ship instead. These are the aliens that we really don't want to meet, so of course that's who we meet first. So let's see if we manage to survive. I'm not particularly sure we will. And it tells you what their favourite positions are, but that's just unlucky because we're going to have to... I'm not actually going to bring my captain in on this one because he's not a very good fighter, and we need the best we can get against these guys. So these are the alien. If you play the other Tracy Brothers, you'll see the history of how this universe was made and the fights against these in the ancient times leading up to now. And I just love that part of the story. So what we're going to do is, you'll see here, as soon as I put my tab over it, it tells us what it's going to do. So it's going to cost double the weapon initiative to use. So it normally costs 10 to fire this gun because it's a big gun. And initiative is the bit next to the speedometer. This is essential to understand and to see the enemy, because you know when the enemy, who's going first. So the enemy's going first. Well, as soon as this one fires, this one's going to fire, and then the next highest is 17. So these will probably attack, and then this one, and then they're 15, they're 17, then their 15 is going to attack, and their 13 is going to attack, and then lastly the Doctor. So it just gives you an idea of what you're up against. So I can either do one shot which can hit both of these, or I can do 2 shots singly, if that's a word. Individually, I guess would be a better word. So we're going to do that. We're just going to fire one at a time. We're going to go for the front one. We missed anyway, so there we go. That didn't go very well. So this is the balanced blade. This costs 1.5 times, and what it does is it's going to give me a bonus for all my later attacks. So this is a buff. These are called buffs. So I'm going to use this to buff that. Did actually hit, I suppose. She's going to buff herself with this one, so she's got a better chance of hitting next time. And then this is the Doctor, and I think her first job is she is going to shoot. And then this one's going to shoot as well. It's going to take a long time to get through these guys because they've obviously got very good armour, as you can tell by looking at them. Now, this is where the healing comes in. So all healing, in my experience, seems to cost 10. So she's now going to heal her, and that's all her actions. You see they're on 0 now, so there's nothing else they can do. So all the military actions that they do are going to cost a minimum of 6. So basically they've all got 1 attack each, and these guys have all got 1 attack each, so this could be pretty deadly. So let's, she's already buffed. She's telling you she's got Balanced Blade already active, which gives me a plus 25% to hit. And she's going to try and slash that thing, which she does. And then she's also got a buff, Aim Focus, which is she's got plus 25 to hit basically for a couple of turns. She's going to try and hit that. Okay, so we got rid of 1 alien, which is good. And they moved around rather than attack, so we're very fortunate. So let's try. Yeah, we did hit something. That's interesting. And we'll keep concentrating on the same one if we can hit him, which we can't seem to do. And you see, obviously, because this is these are sort of lower range people, so I can't hit the back one with the sword. So I have to go for that one. She can try and hit that one. I think she can hit this one as well. There we go. And he'll have range to hit that one. Oh, it's moved to the middle. Okay, there we go. So she's now going to heal. She's got one shot off, and now she's going to heal that, so we keep her in the game a bit longer. Oh, brilliant. There we go. So that's another one. So now we'll go for the one that's already wounded. I'll do one double shot just to sort of show how that works. So it did do a little bit of damage on both. She's going to shoot first. Missed. Okay, that'll teach me. Now, this is one of their features. So I forgot to mention, this blue number is the morale, and obviously the yellow number is your health. So when this blue bar gets low, sometimes they won't attack because their morale breaks. But as you saw, because it's an alien, they don't have morale, so they don't care. Which is why it says it never breaks. If this was a human, there'd be a chance they wouldn't shoot. Okay, there we go. So this has gone much better than I anticipated, I have to say. Maybe because we found them on a planet, they're not as bad as the ones you find on ships. When you meet their ships, by the way, they're really bad. Their ships, they're deadly. Well, there you go. Unexpectedly, we survived that. So we get a lot of experience for that because they are so bad and difficult to fight. Oh, so there's months lost. Because you see, at any time we can say, oh, I'm not going to explore anymore. Well, we've got some resources, or repair the ship and siphon fuel. It's not really a good reason to explore here. I don't want to lose months, so we'll leave now. So now we're here, back on the planet. We've got several options. So one, I'm going to refuel, and I'm going to tick this box so that I don't have to keep pressing the button every time I land. Every time I land from now on, it will just refuel us. We need to heal some of the crew. We need 6 crew, and we're going to come back to that problem later. The spice always for our morale, so that's basically having a beer, and pay the wages. So what can happen is if your crew have got really low morale, and then you come to a planet, on here all the messages will say, oh, so and so has just left, because they're fed up with you. And this is our contact. Now the cargo we can buy is, I don't think, particularly interesting for population planets, which is where we're going to go next. So what you can do is you can click along and see on the right here, these are the things they like. So the population does like fuel, so we could buy some fuel. And then we're going to talk to our lady here. And what you see is they got reputation. So remember I mentioned earlier about reputation. So we have a reputation with the people that we are associated with, which is the Javad. They are basically miners. That's why I've gone for that. You can choose the different factions. I've gone for this faction because I'm role-playing it. I'm an explorer helping a mining company. This is the personal reputation we have with her. So as this increases, we get more options of things to get. Now, the thing that is going to come in helpful for us to, the thing that's going to help in deciding where we're going is we want to hire people. And as you can see, our level isn't quite high enough. We've got 7, we need 9 to start hiring people. And the people that we can hire are exo scouts, which help, funnily enough, with scouting, exploring, or scientists, and I would like a scientist. And the thing that she's going to buy from us, if we find it, is scientific intel. Now, intel doesn't make you much money, but it means you get a lot of reputation, so that's good to know. And the trade permit is to do with Javad, so if we get a high enough reputation with her, we can buy trade permits. And what we're going to do is get a mission. So the first mission she wants is just to travel nearby and take a package. So we can just about manage that, I think, at this level. And then when we go back to this bit here, so we've got known contacts, rumours, so this will tell us if there's a good place to go because something interesting's happened. The politics of all the factions, so you can see that our clan has got a ban going on with 2 different factions. They've got a trade war going on essentially. And then this one is our current mission. So this is the one-way shipper. So We can just press navigate and it'll take us where we've got to go. And we've got a passenger to go and pick up as well. So we're going to pick up the passenger first because we've just bought. You see here's a green flag, so there's somewhere else we can explore. So we can see the riches are lower, but the danger is still high. And I'll let you play the game to find out what that's all about. Flattery won't get you far. Come aboard, work out the details later. So we're just going to transport her to where she wants to go because it's a bit of easy money. So we are going to sell the hydrogen fuel, and when we sell it all, it will tell us that we made 735 credits. Not a lot of money, but it goes towards the fuel costs. That's all I can say. Wasn't much money made in that one. But obviously, as you want, you can get into the logistics of what you can buy and where it's popular and where it's not. Very helpfully, it does tell you what kind of planets are looking for these type of things. But because this is a population planet, so basically it doesn't make anything worth having. Scrap or bio products, which is basically manure. They're normally the two things you can get from here. So what we're going to do is now just look to the one-way shipper, because we want to do that before we get involved in this thing. And we've got the distance. We're going to navigate. This is a bit more of the story for you, and we're too busy to talk, so goodbye. So I strongly recommend, if you play the game, to play the story. It's got lots of different options. The story is it's not completely linear. Okay, so you can see this orange symbol here is telling us that, or like a target symbol, this is where we've got to go for the mission. You've got this nice, very nice pictures, I think, graphics, because this is an orbital station. So here we've got a good place to explore, because you see it's not quite as dangerous, but there's not a lot to explore, and that's because it's a molten world. There's not a lot going on. So let's just finish this. So we've been paid, and now we've gained a little bit of reputation with that contact. We'll buy some beer for the crew, and on the right here it's telling us that they've got a bit happier because we paid them. We need a little bit of repairs on our ship. We can look to see what kind of crew are available to buy or to get on board. I'm going to get another mechanic. I'm going to get a gun deck boss because they've got interesting things to add to the game, and we'll do this by training talents. And you'll see this is the boss, the gun deck boss, and we can the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the ability to always pass an intimidation test. And then with this one, because it's a mechanic, we've already got this one, which is automatically pass a failed repair. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to ask to get cheaper repairs when we're at dock, which will help in the long run, especially as things get very expensive very quickly in this game. Now we're going to be going to this planet here, and we know that because we see we've got this orange and red symbol. So the orange is telling us there's a contact there, and the yellow symbol, I guess you'd say, is the contact, and the orange is saying, oh, that's where our mission has got to be. So we're going to be going there, and that's a mining planet, and we are on an orbital station. So let's just see what we can buy that they want on a mining planet. I think they like fuel. Yeah, there you go. So we can buy methane. Do they like synthetic fuel? Synthetic food, sorry. They do, so I think we'll buy that. Now, I'm not going to... oh, they like these as well, don't they? Yeah, so let's get... They're a bit more expensive, but that's fine. So what we're going to do, we are going to explore, just get a bit more of an idea. So you see the risks are already lower. So the only risk we got here is scavenger combat. There's 5 cards. Hopefully we'll get one of the other 4. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there we are. So we've got some nice resources. We haven't got room for them all, but we can always come back and pick them up later. So we can repeat. Now, This is the Xeno combat again, or damage to the crew. So we're going to actually get rid of the Xeno combat. So now we've got scavenger combat instead, but that's much less, not as deadly. So where's my captain? There he is, Captain Helm's Eye. So I'm willing to risk. I'm such a hero. I'm willing to use him against humans, just not against monsters because he's not very good. Okay, well, that didn't go very well. So she's going to buff herself to give her a better chance. And nothing too complicated here. We are literally going for the guy in the front line first. Oh dear. Poor Helm's Eye's been bashed a bit there. Obviously picking on him. Know what a coward he is, he'll probably run away. That's what they're thinking. Ooh, so she's going to have to heal him, otherwise he's out. Now I'm going to go for 2 here because there's always a small chance we get that one because it's on low health. No, not quite. Yeah, they got him. They got him eventually. Now, because I'm playing not on iron mode, that means that when he dies, he's actually just gone to the medical block rather than dead. He's not dead, Jim. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to risk shooting her. There we go. So we win the victory. I think that's it. So what we've got going on? Oh no, this is what I've got. Did I pick anything up? No, I didn't. I thought I did. Oh no, plane cargo. No, I didn't get any. Oh, I thought I must be losing my mind. I thought one of them we got some resources. Oh. Okay, there. Oh, basic medicines, nice. Okay, let's have another explore. Oh, we've lost some months. There's nothing else to find here. Can we fit all these in? Mostly. Okay. Oh, so now you see what's happened. We've dropped a bit in morale, and that means we've lost 2. Oh, my pistolier and my swordsman. Oh, so they've both decided they don't like fighting with me because I'm so rubbish. Okay, so this is just giving us a quick overview of what I said. Officers never leave, but crew can. Buy them all a beer, so the rest hopefully won't run away. Okay, so now we have to buy another pistolier if they've got one. Yeah, and we'll have to buy a swordsman to replace the ones we lost. So there you go. If you don't look after your crew, they soon get upset. So we're going to sell the medicines here because oh no, we're not. It's not an orbital station. Okay, fair enough. So we won't get a very good price here. Right, so a couple of people have been promoted, particularly her because she's good at what she does. So combat medic, and the talent we'll go for is now this one, which, oh no, sorry, this one. So what this does is it restores their health and their morale. Remember, morale is important as well, so that's a good one. That's only open to a combat medic, so there we go. Right. That's a bit of an unusual uniform, if you don't mind me saying, darling. So we'll just put you in the standard stuff. Maybe that's why the others left. They didn't like my uniform. Okay, and we'll give her the same thing. And then the next one is balanced blade. And oh, we'll have a lady, Klaus. Oh, that's funny. There we are, Klaus. You look like a Klaus. Right, so now we click where we've got to go next, and it will just take us there. So it's now got another green symbol there, which is telling us that we've got loot we haven't picked up. We'll go here and sell what we've got. And see here, you've got two different types. You've got the orbital station or a mining planet. This is the story. And that's now done, out of the way, out of our life. So again, you see people aren't too happy for different reasons. Their health and their morale is low. So we've gone to a planet that is good enough to get healing from. Some planets don't actually have the ability to heal, or if you upset them, they don't let you heal, which is a fun element to the game. So we've got guided fire, I think sharp steering. I think we'll do another sharp steering because they're very useful. And then this guy is a quartermaster, and the other thing he can pass is a command test, so we'll do that. So we now got somebody who gives us an automatic pass for intimidate, and command. So that's everybody up, and now we're going to sell everything. There we go. And we made 2,000 credits. It's terrible, isn't it? It's a hard life, let me say. I have no idea how hard it is out here on the outer rim trying to make a living. So we're now set up, ready to sort of start the game. The other wonderful element of this game is, of course, you can upgrade your ship. So what you do is you can say, like, fuel tanks. I can look on fuel tanks along here. I could swap it for anything, but let's just look at the fuel tanks just to explain how that could work. I can't seem to find fuel tanks because I'm blind. Oh, there we go. And you see, if I want to get a bigger fuel tank, so I've got more capacity, you can get really fancy ones. It gives you extra bonuses. It goes on and on and on. It's fantastic. But we can't do anything because we're too poor. So what we'll do is we'll do one more exploration by travelling to where our contact is. And we'll land here and see if we have any more joy. Let's get rid of the month's lost one. So we've taken damage to the ship. Here we are. We've got some refined resources. Nice. So there we are. That's what we found. We'll claim those. So this could be dangerous again. Let's see what happens. No, we've got a new contact. Excellent. So now if we look at contacts, this is the new one we've got. A Javat smuggler princess. So she will let us recruit smugglers. Interesting. That'll be fun. And she's 6 jumps away. Oh, okay. So we won't be meeting her anytime soon. That's a long way away. But anyway, always handy. And we've got some more refined resources. So let's land on the refinery, heal our crew, pay their wages. So now our morale is high because everyone's been paid, like the rest of us. We've got one person that can be promoted. She's one of our officers. And I think we'll do another fast getaway because that will come in handy quite soon. We'll sell some cargo. So we can't sell this because we don't have a permit. So let's sell this. So let's talk. Let's see, because we did that mission for her, we might have enough. Look, personal rep is 9. There you go. So now she can let us have a trade permit. So maybe we can sell this now. No, we need a hire permit. Okay, never mind. So what we'll do is we'll land again, go to our stash, deposit cargo, stash all. There we are. And we'll do a bit more exploring. So we'll get rid of the month's lost one. Oh, we just lost a week instead. Ah, Intel records, nice. So that somebody will take those from us, and that will help us with our reputation with them. And we've got a bit of pyro combat. Okay, so we've got our new swords lady. Let's see how we get on. I mean, the captain didn't do well last time. Oh, we're just getting hit a lot here. So we'll keep her alive. She'll buff and attack. We'll just attack. He'll try and attack. There we go. Now the other thing you can do is, in that section where I showed you can upgrade your ship, you can upgrade the weapons that your people carry, and that makes a huge difference in this game. She'll try and heal him just to keep him alive a tiny bit longer. There we go. So we'll go with the one with the biggest initiative. Oh, that's my captain gone again. I really should stop taking him on these until he's much higher level. I've got some better equipment. Now the other thing that will happen is people that have got rifles, if they're at the front, this is something I probably didn't mention. You can see here it shows you where you are and where the enemy is. So for these two talents, I need to be in the first two squares, these blues, and the people I can hit are listed in 1 to 4 as well. So you can see she can only hit people in the first 2 rows. Oh, missed anyway. Now, this girl is in the wrong place. This soldier, should I say, is in the wrong place. So I have to swap with them, because you'll notice that they can only shoot from the last 2 spots. So that's one of the downsides of when you've got rifles. So they're trying to balance having big weapons and smaller weapons. There's been a lot of thought gone into this, which is another reason why everyone should buy this game. See, she can do this special attack, but she can't do a normal attack. Now, if I was to do the special attack now, because it's 20, so it's double what I've got, if I did that, I'd actually have an initiative penalty next time, so I'm just going to have to move her. And hope for the best. Right, she's going to do a morale and a little bit of healing there. Oh, you see that one? She had a penalty there. It's because she was using a big weapon against 2 people. That's the same problem she had. There we are. She's going to heal herself. Oh, there we are. We got away with it. But my captain once again got bashed on the head. So we'll get rid of the aliens. Mixed resources. So we've got some hydrogen, electronics. I know you have to have a permit for. Poo, you don't. So let's see what we get this time. Another pirate combat. Okay, let's get rid of him because he is no good. We're going for the front one again because you'll notice that the number is higher, and because he's close, he's of more danger, shall we say. Oh, that's handy. Got rid of him pretty quick. And this is telling us what all the different roles are. So this is a spy because of the spider. I don't know what that is. Must be a sniper or something. I'm not sure what that symbol is. But this one means that they're a combat medic. So that's interesting. I'm not quite sure what that was. Heal her, and we'll do that again. Oh, missed. Oh dear. Oh, that was a good shot. Took her out in one go. I better buff myself, I think. Give myself a chance to hit, because that gun is obviously doing a lot of damage. There we are. So we've got a little bit of experience. So we could take more damage to the ship. That's about it. Oh, new contact. Okay, good. So let's see who the contact is. Oh, wrong one. Let's see who the contact is. So that is an ex-mercenary. She's a bit closer, 3 jumps away. And she sells military armour. A zealot recruit. Oh, I've never had one of those. That's interesting. Does she buy intel? I'm not sure. She might do. So this is the main character in it all. He gives you shock troopers or soldier recruits. If you do stuff for him, it's quite easy to then get your trade permits up pretty quick, because all the missions in the main story have got a lot of money in it, which is why it makes it a little bit harder doing it this way. Rare goods, new contact. Yeah, I think that's worth a risk. Yeah, so we've got scavenger combat instead. Never mind. Yeah. Better heal this lady here. She's still wounded. She'll buff herself. So we've got a couple of little buffs going on, and so have they now. Get that one's hit points up. Ooh, nasty. I think we'll go for the wounded one. There we go. Now this one can heal, so we need to sort of concentrate on this one first. There we are. And then once we heal this one, that negative she had, like a negative buff, is now gone because she's been healed. So the doctor, the combat medic, is kind of the most important person you can ever have, especially if you do boarding like I do. I like doing boarding. They're worth their weight in gold. There we are. So a bit more XP. Right, no more to look at. So we've got an empty hold here. So these all need a permit, these don't. So farming and refinery. So we're next to a refinery, so for some reason they like biomass. Best I don't know why. So let's sell that. And that red messaging was saying if I was to sell more than 5,000 credits worth of stuff, my reputation would be affected because there's a trade war going on. But as you can see, we haven't been finding anything particularly good. So let's just give her, train her job, and she's trained in a job and she gets a talent. And I think we'll do this one. See, it says you purchase ship. So when we're in ship battle, we can repair some damaged components. Now, there's a couple of ways of getting reputation with somebody. So if you patrol, that basically means your ship is obviously helping their local police, and that means you can gain reputation with the Clan Javad in this case, because it's a Javad planet. On the other hand, to wage war against people, if you like, you've got blockades, so that's where you would lose reputation with Javad, but say for example whoever's at war with Javad, you'd increase reputation. And then the one that's kind of in the middle, in the sense that you only lose reputation if they find you, as if you spy. And spying gives you the chance to get those intelligence records I was telling you about, which, you know, are popular with certain contacts. So you get missions where you can spy, and this is another really fun part of the game because you can modify your ship so that it's difficult to detect, and you can make sure you hire spies as your officers, or maybe your captain's a spy. You know, it's fantastic. It's a really fun extra bit to it all. So I'm going to patrol because I just want to show you ship combat, hopefully. So here we go. We've gained 4 reputation with the Clan. We've lost 1 with the Syndicate Rychart because they're the smugglers. 7 of the crew have gained experience because we've been patrolling. And then the downside is that's taken us a week and we've used 8 units of fuel. So it says, cutting through the void, we interdicted a smuggler just as their ship was about to dip into the atmosphere and escape. So now what we can do is we fight them. What we could do is we could just retreat, or we can bribe them so that we don't lose any more reputation with the smugglers. But I wanted to show you how fighting works, so let's just fight them. And then here you can see this is due to the composition of our ship, these are the things that can attack. And again, it's helping you because you can see that while the ranges are from 5 to 1, so when you're on 1 you can board each other because you're right next to each other. And you can see the weapons here are telling you where their best place to shoot is. So these missiles shoot best when you're on number 5, this one at number 4, this one at number 3, this one at number 3, this one at number 2. You can shoot in the other places, but not for the optimal damage. So you've got your orders, so we're going to move, and that takes reactor points. So each ship has a different number of reactor points, and they nearly always have 8, but you can again modify your ship, have bigger engines, faster engines. That means we've only got so many points left for weapons. So this weapon costs 2 AP to fire, or 2 action points. This one 3. So I can fire these 2, and I've used everything up. But the talents is the fun bit. So remember we were looking earlier at what has the ship symbol on it. So this is saying, oh, what do I want to do? Well, I'm not too worried about accuracy because what I'm more interested in is not taking any damage on my way in, and I want to get in as quickly as possible. So I'm going to use this skill, sharp steering. You see it gives me a plus 15 range change or plus 10 if I'm escaping. So this is giving me a buff to move closer. So let's see how we get on. So they shoot us, they hit us, we hit them a little bit. He's trying to escape, and we've prevented that because we've moved forward 1 and he hasn't moved back 1. So off we go. We're in there. So now again we can see which ones are best at the ranges, and at this range this is our best one, but it takes 3, so I won't be able to shoot anything else if I shoot that one. And the talent we'll use is, now this is active for a couple of turns, what we'll do is we'll try and protect ourselves, so we're giving ourselves a buff for defense. Just as we get closer, obviously they'll have a lot more weapons that can hit us and vice versa. So there we are, we're in range 3. Now I can show you something interesting. We're moving forward again. We've still got the bonus to move, and we've still got a bonus for defense. They've hit us, which means they've got we've got a, if you like, a minor, what's the right word? We've got a negative against us. So this is like a buff for their ship. But you see, because we hit them originally at the beginning with these missile launchers, which are called Hellfire, they've caused a fire on the ship, so they're taking slow amounts of damage because they're on fire. So the talent we can use is we can now do a boarding assault because we're 3 away. So as soon as you get up to range 3, you can start using this. So we're going to actually try and board. That's our talent. Our weapon are going to be, because we're now 3 away, so these are best for 3 away, I think. Is that 2 AP? How much is that one? That's 3 AP. Oh. Well, let's try this one, because it's slightly different. So this is a lance, I think. No, it's a railgun. Right, let's go. See what we can do. Yeah, we managed to hit them. And we boarded. Here we go. So even though we're not next to them, we've used like a boarding shuttle, and by wearing down their crew, hopefully we can. Oh, we can't hit level 4. That's a shame. Can't get that far away. We're hopefully going to, by the time they can stop fighting because they run out of crew, basically. But the combat you've seen before, so this isn't going to be anything particularly interesting for you. But you know how my mind works with this already. Now the advantage of getting rid of one person is this one will now be in range of my rifle. Oh, actually it's in range of my pistol, so but okay. So out of these two, I guess this one because he's got a shotgun. Shotguns are really deadly in this game. Yeah, let's heal that one. Okay, that's the shotgun out of the way, so that's good news. You see the high initiative this girl's got. Ooh, nasty. Going for my doctor. Okay. Now we are able to do other things. So you can also get talents. That means you do more damage to the ship after successful boarding. So in this case, you always have these two options, which is to sabotage the ship, which we'll do. We move forward, and you can see this is better at range 2. So we'll fire that one. It costs 2 to fire, and this one costs 2 to fire, so we can fire both, because we've got 8, remember, 4 to move, and 2 for each weapon. And the talent we're going to take is we're going to board again because we're at range 2. Oh dear. Right, so we better heal her pretty quick. She's going to buff herself to get more accurate. Oh, she's missed. Oh dear. Dear, dear, dear. So this one's a bit wounded. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Oops. So she better heal her. She'll try and hit again. There we go. Right, so we'll go for this wounded one at the back. No, she needs to heal people, so she'll heal her. They're down to 1 now, so that has put the odds in our favour. There we go. And again, we're going to sabotage and panic the crew. And now we've only got one thing that can hit. But now you'll notice that this is no longer an arrow, this is boarding. Because now we're 1 away, we just automatically can board. So you can always choose to board now. So my talents can now go on other things. And I'm going to put my talent on, I don't need to repair anything, so I'm just going to put it on guided fire for my one gun that can shoot. There we go, that seems to pay off. Oh, didn't manage to heal them before they got taken out, which is a bit of a shame. So we'll have to choose a different crew member in a minute, because I think they're too wounded to use again. There we are. So the talent we'll use now, we haven't taken any damage. We could use a talent to help us make sure they don't escape. So we might as well do that, because they're obviously trying to escape. So see how she's sort of still wounded. So what we'll do is we'll get someone else in. I think these all like slot 4 though, don't they? I'll tell you what, we'll stick the captain in there because you never know. See if this is going to be his moment to shine. Yeah, now the crew's weakened. He might actually come in useful. Oh, see, so she's had her morale break there, so that's a shame because she's the one that heals everybody. So she's been taken out of the equation now, which is a shame because that's my medic. There's no talents to use. So hopefully they're going to start running out of crew soon. So he's 11, so we'll go for that one. So she needs to heal herself, just to make sure she stays in the fight this time. We'll go for the weaker of the two, hoping to get them down to one person. There we are. So she can now heal herself and her morale, because we saw morale was the issue she had last time. Oh dear. Oh. So we'll use her to heal him again. And let's see if we can get this guy. No, he's a bit of a roughy tufty, this one. What is he? I don't know what the key symbol is. I can't remember what that one is. Yeah, I'll have to look that one up. Anyway, it was roughy tufty, whoever it was. Ah, so there we are. So their captain has now been killed, so therefore the ship will surrender. So we've got a couple of options here. Now, because they're smugglers, we can actually take their cargo and we won't lose any reputation for that, because of course they haven't technically got it. However, if I was to take their fuel, that would be viewed as stealing, and that's a crime. We can conscript their crew, because that's how the Star Traders law works. If a ship loses, you can take their crew. So you can see this is the crew they got available, so if I wanted to, I could take one of those. They're more likely to mutiny, of course. I can ransom them, so Reichart will pay to have them returned safely, but that means we suffer reputation. We don't want to lose reputation at the moment. But we can loot the armory, and what that's done is, it says we've repaired 14% of damage across one of our weapons. Okay, so that's like the little extra thing we took for one of our people. And we're just going to leave, so I'm not going to do anything else. And now what we can do is we lost 1 reputation. There you go, because of a trade ban. Okay, fine. So what we'll do now is we can heal everyone, get the morale up, pay their wages, repair the ship, sell the cargo. Can only sell the water purifiers. Okay, never mind. And what we can do now is, if we see we've got quite a few here that now can be promoted. So that's the bonus of doing ship combat. That's the reason I like to do ship combat. So I think this is a good point to stop. I hope I haven't been too confusing on what I'm saying. Hopefully when you start playing the game it will become a little bit clearer for you, and obviously I'll keep doing these just so you, for those who are interested, you can just see how the exploration goes and how the fun starts once you start having a little bit of cash to spend on upgrading. So thanks for your time, and I hope this has encouraged you to get the game. Don't forget it's also available on your iPads, which is where I play it a lot of the time as well. bit of a fanatic. Thanks again.